Afternoon, Latin lovers. Here's your chance to learn how to pass G12, the grammar test of stage 12. Now, stage 11 is very like stage 10. There's not much that's new. Two things really. Firstly, some verbs that you might expect to take the accusative case, in fact, take the dative case. So if you believe or trust somebody or something in Latin, using the word credo, I believe or trust, then the person you believe or trust is not accusative, as they would be if you killed them, for example, but dative. And that's the whole thing about question 1 is just that. And question 2 has some fiddly questions, which are okay, but you have to know about the suffix ne, ne, which goes on the end of the first word of a question. You don't translate it, it just turns it into a question, so it's a bit like a question mark, if you like. So you ignore it, you translate the whole sentence, and then turn that into an English question. And the final sections are just revision, the same kind of thing as stages 9 and 10. So let's zoom in and see how we do. So let's go zoom, zoom, zoom. Look at question 1. Now we're going to do the obvious ones first. So we're going to look out for believing or trusting and do those later. So the first one, there's a believe, there's a trust. We'll do those later. So let's go and do the other ones first. So B, the emperor gave a wonderful horse. Now he gave the horse. So what's being given? The horse is being given. So the horse is going to be accusative. He's doing the giving there in C, so that he's going to be, the emperor is going to be nominative, and he's giving the horse to his favourite freedman. Remember, to from stage 9 is the ordinary dative, so that one's okay. And then F, do you love me? Well, you is subject, nominative, me is the object, the person being loved, so me would also be accusative. So those are the ones that haven't got believe or trust in. For believe or trust, we have to know what I said in the introduction, which is that the person who's being believed or trusted is dative case in Latin. That's the new irregular thing, verbs with the dative. Okay, so Holconius and me are both being believed or trusted, so they are both dative. That's the difference in section 1. Right, going on quickly to question 2. If we were to get rid of this ne, funny word here, and translate what's around it, we have Caecilius is in the forum, and mihi is the dative pronoun of I, so it means to me or for me. Credis is the verb to believe. The s on the end means it's you, doesn't it? You singular. So that means you believe me, because the word credo takes the dative. So you believe me, Caecilius is in the forum. How do you put those into English? Well, sorry, into an English question. Caecilius is in the forum. What's that as a question? Well, let's go for this. Is Caecilius in the forum? What a dreadful stylus. Let's try the other end of that. Question mark, a little better. And then for you believe me, well, do you believe? Let's go for trust. You can use either. Do you trust me? Okay, so is Caecilius in the forum? Do you believe me? Do you trust me? And now the two sections of revision. This is known the endings. We shan't go into detail here because you've done it before. So woe is the O on the end of an us type word is dative singular. Canes, that's nominative or accusative plural. So I'll tick both, but you only have to tick one, as it says there. And feminas, that's the accusative plural. So if you know those, and you have to just know them, then you're going to get full marks on that section. And finally, joining these things up at the end. Okay, so the girl gave the slave to the slave gave the girl to the master gave the slave to the girl. So let's go for the nominatives here, right? So the girl is doing the giving here, the slave in that one, the master in that one. So let's look for the nominative forms. The girl gave, well there's Puella, that looks like nominative to me, so let's go for that one. We'll check it in a minute. The slave nominative is Servus, so let's join up that one. And then the master Dominus is nominative, so let's go for that. Let's see if they work. So the girl gave the slave to the master. The girl, yeah. Now the slave is being given, so he's accusative, and to the master is dative, so domino is dative, so that's okay. The slave, yeah, we already got him as nominative. He gave the girl, so the girl should be accusative, and there she is with the M on the end, and then to the master again, domino, like in that one, so that's okay. So this last one must be right, but let's prove it anyway. So the master is nominative, as we established earlier. What did he give? He gave the slave, so the slave's got the M on the end, and then who did he give it to? The girl, and puellai, remember it's dative singular of that first declension. So they are all correct. So you've just passed G11. Well, I have, but you can do it now yourself. Well done.